The Cloud Control Panel, or the CCP, offers a variety of features that can help you manage each of your Joomla and WordPress sites hosted with CloudAccess.net. To access the CCP, click on the Login button on our homepage after creating an account. Use the email address and password that you used to register the account and click on the blue Login button. At the top of the CCP, you'll see the number of active hosting products, the active and open support tickets, the number of invoices due, and the number of registered domain names that are associated with your account. On the left-hand side of the page, you'll see a link to edit your profile or to log out of the Cloud Control Panel, and you'll also see a dollar amount. If there's a credit on your account, you'll see how much money is available here. You can also add funds by clicking on the Add button. The left side menu contains a link to the CCP homepage, a link to our shopping cart where you could browse other products and launch new demo sites, a link to your products page to view your active products, and a link to the support system where you can view or submit new support tickets. There's also a link to view your invoice history and to update your account details, to access our affiliate system, to get a quote on a job, and to see any email we've ever sent you. You can access Cloud Mail if it's integrated in with your domain name, browse our knowledge base full of hundreds of how-to documents or videos, or log out of the Cloud Control Panel completely. In the middle of the screen, you can view all of your hosted products. The first tab displays all of your free demo trial sites. The status of each site is listed as either active, canceled, suspended, or terminated. You can see how many days you have left in each demo trial, and you can always click on the yellow upgrade button to upgrade to a paid hosting and support package. Each site listed here lets you know which content management system you're using and what version of the CMS is powering the site. In just a moment, this tutorial will offer you a breakdown of the individual CCP features available for each site. Quick links to each CCP feature are displayed below each product or service, and there's also a blue Manage button off to the right side if you'd like to view all of the CCP features available for each individual product. The Hosting tab displays a list of all of your active hosting products. These are sites that have been upgraded to one of our paid hosting packages. The Cloud Mail tab displays any domain name that's using Cloud Mail, our free integrated email solution. At the top of the CCP, there's a drop-down menu that you can use to select and manage each demo site or each active hosted product on our network. Each of these features allows you to manage your site in a different way. The rest of this tutorial will break down and demonstrate each of these individual features. The Upgrade/Downgrade feature allows you to upgrade a demo Joomla site to a paid hosting and support service level agreement. We have different service level agreements, or SLAs, to choose from. The SLA determines the amount of support that you'll get for your Joomla or WordPress application. You can review individual details for each SLA by visiting our pricing page. Please also remember that you only need to purchase one SLA. Additional Joomla and WordPress sites are only $5 a month, and they're covered by the original SLA that you've purchased. The next step is to pick a payment plan, and we offer annual or monthly payment plans. Finally, click on the Choose Product button to proceed. In the next window, review your purchase and enter a promotional code if you have one. You'll also need to select a payment method. Once you do, click on the Next Step button and follow the rest of the directions to check out. At the CCP homepage, you can always use the quick links to access the backend or the administration area of your Joomla site or the dashboard of your WordPress application. Or click on the blue Manage button where you'll be directed to a page to manage each individual website. Depending on the type of CMS you're using for that website, you can click on the Login to WordPress or the Login to Joomla button. And you'll get immediate access to the dashboard or administration area where you can start or continue developing. Being able to back up your site is really important, and if you've purchased any service level agreement with us, we take a daily backup of your site. We also enable every client, even our demo clients, the option to create and manage their own backups. To do so, click on the Manage Backup links in the CCP. If you've already created a backup, it'll be listed here. To create an additional backup, click on the Create Backup button at the top of the page. You can make a full files and database backup or individual files and database backups. Whenever possible, we recommend you take a full site and database backup. The larger the site is, the longer the backup will take to create, but typically the process doesn't take very long at all. Please leave this window open until the process is complete. Once the process is complete, a message will pop up letting you know that the backup is ready. You're free to close this window, and once you do, you can scroll down to select a different action to take with the various backups that you've made. If you click on the blue Actions button, you'll see that you have a number of actions that you can perform with each backup. You can restore the entire site, the site files, or the database. You can download the files or database backup, or you can delete the full database or individual files and database backups. Now, this particular backup was taken 4 days before the backup we just took a minute ago. So we'll click on the Restore All button and we'll restore the site to 4 days ago. Again, this task window will open up, and please don't navigate away from this page until the process is complete. Once it is, you'll receive another message letting you know that your restore was successful. Of course, you'd also want to check the actual application to make sure that the site was restored successfully. It's also important not to keep too many backups saved here, as they do take up server space. Download and save your backups to your computer whenever possible. Accessing your site files at the server level using FTP, SFTP, or SSH can be very useful if you understand these type of network protocols. If you do have knowledge about how these advanced network protocols work and you're ready to access your network protocol login credentials, click on the FTP, SFTP, and SSH button within your Cloud Control panel. You'll be directed to a page with all the necessary information, including your host name, your IP address, your port numbers, your username, and your password. By default, passwords are hidden here, and you can change your password in this area, but you're only changing it for the network protocol login credential and not for the application. Your Joomla or WordPress application comes with the MySQL database, and if you'd like to access this database, click on the MySQL button within the CCP. In this area, you'll be given all the details to log into your MySQL database remotely, and you can change your password here. Or click on the Login to PHP MyAdmin button to access your database directly. We don't suggest that you edit your database tables unless you have knowledge on how to do so. Editing information here can be potentially damaging to your Joomla or WordPress site. To take a peek inside your server, or look under the hood as we call it, click on the Server Information tab within the CCP. If your domain is offline for whatever reason, you can always access your site through the staging alias. We are IPv4 and IPv6 ready, and you do have access to your IP addresses. You can find out the name of the server where your site is hosted, how much disk space you have, and how much disk space you've used. Demo sites do receive a limited amount of disk space. If you upgrade to a paid hosting package, you will receive a lot more disk space with which to work. Whether you have a Joomla or a WordPress application hosted with CloudAccess.net, you can view different pieces of application information by clicking on the Application tab within the CCP. In the Application Information area, you can view the name of the application you're using and which version you're currently running. You can also have access to your database prefix and the app auto login. This is the one-click login link that gets you into the back end of the application. You can view your username and your password, and you can also turn off any updates for the application. Please remember that we offer a managed hosting platform, and what this means is we will automatically update the application when a new version becomes available. If you turn off updates here, you'll have an unmanaged application. This means you'll be responsible for updating the application if a newer version becomes available or if a security patch is released. You also have the ability to change your application password here or update the database prefix. If you'd like to take additional security measures to lock your site down at the server or database level, click on the Security button within the CCP. In this area, you can lock down your files and/or your database completely. This is an extreme form of security that will prevent anyone, including the site administrator or any third-party extensions, from making modifications to the site. To lock down all site files, click on the blue Enable button and you'll receive a message when the lock is complete. You can also click on the blue Enable button to lock all database tables at the server level. You'll receive another message letting you know that the database tables have been successfully locked. Notice now the blue Disable button where you can unlock site files or database tables. The gray Customize button for the database allows you to determine which database tables you'd like to have locked and which you'd like to be unlocked. Use the checkbox to select or deselect tables and then click on the Update button. Please remember that both of these options will leave your site 100% hack-proof, but will also disable anyone from being able to modify the site. Enabling error and access logs is a great way to figure out who's accessing the site and what type of errors are being produced. To enable these, click on the Logs button within the CCP. Please notice how you can enable error logs for 24 hours, 7 days, or enable them forever. Similarly, you can enable access logs for 24 hours, for 7 days, for 30 days, or you can also enable these forever. Also, please notice the blue message at the top of this page, which informs you that to access your logs, you have to log into FTP, SFTP, or SSH and open up the Logs folder, which is outside of the HTTP docs folder. If you'd like to purchase a new domain name for a site hosted with CloudAccess.net, click on the New Domain Name button at the top of your Cloud Control panel. Check the availability, and if a domain name that you like is available, you can go through the checkout process and purchase that domain and point it to a new site hosted with us. If you already own a domain name, select the site that you'd like to point it to through the drop-down menu at the top of the CCP. Inside the CCP, scroll down and select the Change Domain button. In the New Domain field, enter the domain that you already own and click Change Domain. Follow the rest of the steps to point that domain name to your site hosted with CloudAccess.net. We value all of our clients and we'd like to keep you hosted with us, but if you do have to cancel a site, please click on the Request Cancellation button within the CCP. In the Account Cancellation Request area, please know that you're only canceling this individual Joomla or WordPress website. Please select the reason for the cancellation, and there are several reasons listed, but you can also use the field below to describe the situation so we can perhaps help you better or help other customers in the future. Click on the red Request Cancellation button and your request will be canceled at the end of your billing cycle. If you'd like to transfer a website from one CloudAccess.net account holder to another, please click on the Transfer Service button within the CCP. In the next window, you'll be asked to provide some information to submit a support ticket to our team. Provide all the necessary details here to ensure there's a smooth transfer of service. If you have an active service level agreement, you have the opportunity to replicate the website into a new staging area. Essentially, you're copying the website. To do this, click on Replicate Instance within your CCP. You're replicating the site into a developmental area so you can plan and administer new changes. First, select a subdomain name for the new replicated site, and then click on the Next button. You'll be asked if you really want to replicate the site, and if you do, click on the OK button. Please know that this will replicate the site onto a new $5 hosting and support package. Our system may take just a little bit of time to replicate and launch the new site for you. Once the replication is complete, you'll receive an invoice and you'll be able to access the site through your Cloud Control panel.